Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to talk about the rapper Pitbull. And I wanted to bring up a question of whether he's a real rapper or not. Now obviously Pitbull is technically a rapper. He raps in his music and he has a flow. He has all the qualities that a rapper does have. But when you bring up his association with the rap game and his association with pop, he doesn't have much of a figure in the rap game necessarily, and he rather is like much of a bigger figure in pop music rather than rap. And if you look up his name, you can see that almost all of his collaborations are with pop artists such as Chris Brown or Kesha and many others. So the first thing I want to talk about is Pitbull's success. Obviously, I have lots of respect for Pitbull, and he has amassed a huge amount of success with like huge singles like "Give Me Everything" and "Timber" with Kesha. Bunch of stuff. But recently, Pitbull has not been really in the mainstream music scene, and I don't mean to say that he fell off, but his music isn't as getting as much attention as it used to. And I can primarily devote that to mainly one thing. And that one thing I'm talking about is the fact that he chose to be on the pop train rather than the rap train. And as the popularity of the genre in general sort of began to decrease by a little bit, so did Pitbull, because Pitbull really relied on pop artists in the pop music scene to, be famous. Now, I'm not saying pop music fell off completely, because pop music is still kind of the number one or number two genre there is. But Pitbull mainly was in a different sector of pop, and not the one that would stay popular. What I'm talking about is the sort of pop that you would play at a party. Lots of, old city party anthems. And lots of those songs gained lots of attention back in 2013 and 2012, but those songs stopped being made as the times changed. And so Pitbull chose to stay in that party area, where people would play his music in parties, in huge clubs and stuff. And that type of music sort of died down, and Pitbull was one of the main huge figures in it, and he sort of died down with it. And I don't mean to say Pitbull wasn't successful, because he certainly was, but he isn't as successful as he used to be. And Pitbull isn't the only rapper like this. There's also multiple other rappers who have had the same sort of thing happen to them. Florida is another notable rapper. Florida is also a very successful rapper, and he's had a little bit more of a relationship with the rap industry than Pitbull. But nonetheless, Florida also stayed with the same genre that Pitbull did, which is party pop. Florida and Pitbull were both probably the biggest rappers in the party scene. I like to refer to them as party rappers, and they both sort of just fell off with it. This brings me to the next topic, and that is about their overall association with the rap game. He really hasn't had much of a solid figure in the rap game, and obviously there is a cause for this. First of all, it's because he was in the party scene and rather not the mainstream rap scene. He hasn't especially collaborated with any of the mainstream rappers during his time. For example, he never collaborated with Kanye West or Jay-Z or Eminem or any of the biggest rappers during his time. And at most, he would have collaborated with some small rapper or something, and it wasn't that much of a popular song as his other ones. And the same issues with Florida. They never try to set a solid place for them, a solid seat for them in the rap game, and that's because they were sort of very interested in the party scene, because the party scene during that time was very, very popular. And yeah, I'd say that their music has sort of been getting way less attention than it has before, and they haven't really secured themselves a place in the rap game. And this is why I brought up the question of whether they're actually rappers or not. They kind of never made it universal that it could stay with the times and people could listen to it in 2020, because lots of their music, since it was so popular and heard all over the world, it sort of got old, and people slowly started to outgrow that type of music and started to listen to different types of music. And this sort of issue happened with Lil Pump. Lil Pump only tried to make mumble rap because it was popular at the time. And Lil Pump fell off because he was working in an oversaturated territory. I would never compare Pitbull or Florida to Lil Pump, but they're sort of in the situation now that they haven't really set a solid place for them in the rap game. Now, obviously, Pitbull and Florida are rappers, but they don't really have that much of a position in the rap game. And that's why I brought up the whole question in the first place. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really want to do more commentary videos like this where I just have some gameplay in the foreground and talk in the background, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I don't really care if you like or subscribe, but it would be definitely encouraged and appreciated. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.